Hi, it's Andy Lockwood from Lockwood College Prep, and today I wanted to talk to you about a hidden, overlooked fact about financial aid, and specifically why so many families every year fail to get a dollar of financial aid when they otherwise deserve it. This is a fact that I never see discussed when I read articles in normal publications, or I hear about parents attending their college financial aid nights at their high school or any other source. Um, what gets talked about in these articles and these meetings and among parents is usually you don't make enough money, or you make so little money that you should really qualify for a lot of financial aid, or my kids' grades are so low they're not going to qualify for any financial aid, or my kids' grades are very high and they should qualify. Things like that. So financial aid is largely about a financial aid formula, which has to do very specifically with a concept called EFC. So the actual financial aid formula, I'll probably do another video on this. It's really boring, so I'm going to zip through it. Is the cost of attendance for 1 year of college, which is tuition plus room and board, less your expected family contribution, to be explained, equals your financial need. So the lower your expected family contribution, the better. An expected family contribution is a term from the Department of Ed that is calculated by looking at 77 odd factors, including your income and savings and a whole bunch of other stuff. Again, I'll save that for a later date. If you have trouble sleeping, I will recommend that video for you. But the thing that never gets talked about when parents discuss, usually in the context of, man, I didn't get anything last year, I can't believe it, we should have gotten so much money, it has to do with the colleges themselves. That's the first thing. And the second factor has to do with the student, the child applying to college and their relative positioning compared to everyone else who is applying. So let me explain this. Some colleges are a lot more generous than others, and some are very, very stingy. Generally speaking, and counterintuitively, the colleges that are the most generous also happen to be the ones with the highest sticker prices, the ones with the tuition that's $60,000 or $70,000 and total cost $80,000 or more to go there. Whereas state schools have a lower cost of attendance. But the difference is state schools really don't have much in the way of endowment funding to be able to give out a lot of financial aid, whereas the expensive private colleges have usually significant funds in their endowment because of all the fundraising and the capital raising that these colleges do constantly. So even though it may seem counterintuitive, frequently the cheaper state schools are actually going to cost you more out of pocket than the more expensive private colleges, who are going to give you a bigger discount. So applying to the wrong colleges is one of the big sources of awful surprise, bad surprise, when people get their financial aid offers every spring and they're looking at either the envelope or in most cases the computer screen and thinking, where's the beef? So it really matters where you apply to college, because you can look terrific in terms of your eligibility for financial aid, meaning you can have an income that is relatively low, you can have savings that are relatively low, there can be a whole bunch of other factors that they're considering. But if you're applying to a college that doesn't have any money to give, it's moot. You're going to get bupkis. So that is really, really important. So the takeaway here, I hope that you pick up on, is when you're applying to college and you're hoping to get financial aid, make sure you apply to generous colleges. Hello. Don't be surprised in March or April, after 6 months of waiting, biting your nails. The second related topic is your students' relative positioning compared to the other kids who are applying that your student, your child, your son or daughter is competing with. So you could look really good for financial aid purposes. Your income could be in the right position, your savings, etc., and you could be applying to relatively generous schools, but you could still get a stingy, paltry financial aid award. And again, that has nothing to do with you, but it has everything to do with what the colleges call preferential packaging, which means that they tend to favor the students that they want more, as opposed to the kids who had to beg, borrow, and steal and scratch and claw their way to get in to that particular school. So that's another cause of bad surprises in March or April, when kids and parents get their financial aid awards, when they did everything else right, and the kid was, extremely lucky and fortunate to get into a top school, to their dream college, but then they get a very light or stingy financial aid award. So I hope this is helpful. I'm pretty sure you're not going to hear this from anywhere else, certainly not your high school guidance counselor, and probably any other stuff on the internet. So I thought it was important. It's kind of curious that it's never talked about. If you want more information and you're interested in talking to us potentially about helping you with the financial aid process, you can go on our website, lockwoodcollegeprep.com. You can also get a free report on our website, lockwoodcollegeprep.com/report. You can also subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any updates. But if you want specific help for your situation, go to our website. There's a way to book a time to speak with either me or someone on my team about your situation, to explore whether we are a mutually good fit for each other. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this helpful. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.